Welcome back. You can't talk about soccer in the 716 without talking about the Buffalo Stallions. And here with more details on their program are Kevin, Jeff, and Rudy. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get some background on the Buffalo Stallions history. You were just explaining back in the 80s, this was a name that a lot of people around our community knew. They used to come out to these soccer games, and now there's a new wave of Buffalo Stallions, a new era, if you will. So tell us about it.
Yeah, back in the 80s, it was actually like late 70s, early 80s, that the Buffalo Stallions was an indoor professional soccer team. And it was something that obviously I grew up, watching as a kid. And then kind of later as, going through the club and being with the youth side about 4 or 5 years ago, as Rudy was mentioning before, that we had the opportunity to kind of bring the name back. We owned the rights to the name, the logo, and kind of made a decision for the youth part, and then got the opportunity to now actually bring back a men's team as well.
Very cool. Let's get into this. You're bringing back a new NPSL pre-professional team. Explain to us what this is, what this means, and what sort of opportunity this is creating for local players.
So the NPSL is a Tier 1 nationally sanctioned men's league. It's got about 80 to 90 teams throughout the country. The Buffalo Stallions will be in the Great Lakes Conference. We've got 2 teams in Ohio, the Ambassadors and Cleveland FC. We got the Erie Commodores in Pennsylvania. We've got Niagara 1812, which is a Canadian team that plays local out of Niagara. We got 2 teams in Rochester, Flower City, and RNY, and then 1 team in Syracuse
Okay, so
FC.
we got teams.
We have teams, so we have 10 games, 5 home, 5 away. We'll be playing our home games at North Tonawanda High School.
Nice.
Doing everything we can to create a family fan fest environment. We're going to have some pregame festivities at Sportsplex, making it family friendly in terms of tickets, game day, single tickets, adult tickets, $15 at the door, $10 advance, and with every adult ticket, 2 free youth tickets.
Nice.
So we're really trying to promote throughout Western New York and make it family friendly and get a lot of people to attend the games.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about the opportunities that it's creating for local players here.
So we are really looking to form the team with like Buffalo players. Either they grew up here and then went to play for a college outside of Western New York, and then in the summertime come back and play for us. Guys who are playing for colleges here and stay over the summertime. And we're also trying to get our players from our youth team to, push up and have kind of an end station, So instead of being done at U18, they have a very competitive team after, their youth soccer career, basically, and they can stay in the club and really have the pyramid. So, and then from us, we hopefully from our men's team, they get interest and maybe take the next step into, a professional soccer career.
Let's talk a little bit about how your nonprofit Youth Academy is actually supporting player development across Western New York.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Because I'm the technical director.
Yeah.
So we start at the U6, U7 age group, very young, and our club prides itself on developing young players, creating an environment where kids can become the best soccer player they can be through good training, but also being very positive to the kids and creating an atmosphere that when they step out of the car in the parking lot in front of the field, with a smile on their face, and then when they leave with a smile on their face. So that is super important to us, that they're having a great experience in a really good soccer environment. And trying to get those kids to become, the best, being leaders on their high school soccer teams, besides being really good players for us, and then hopefully move on to college or wherever their dreams are. So we do a lot in scholarships. We have a lot of kids. It's expensive to play, premier sports, and that's the same for us. So we try to give every kid an opportunity to play at the highest level and to play for us. We try to really give everyone the chance to come in and play for us.
One of the things that makes us a little bit unique is that we are the only actual nonprofit premier soccer club in Western New York.
Okay.
Meaning, we're trying to do as best we can is not ever turning away a kid to be able to play.
Right.
We get families all the time that, like Rudy mentioned, it is a little bit expensive. Obviously, there's a lot of travel. There's a lot of the things that go into it. And so far, we have never turned anybody away that wanted to be able to play. We figure out a way to just kind of make it happen.
And that's going to take community support to be able to continuously do this. How can our viewers support you? This is a big undertaking that you have all taken on.
Yeah.
So where can our viewers go to learn more about you and support your mission?
So they can go to our website at www.buffalostallions.org.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for bringing an opportunity like this back. I know how important it is when you're an athlete. Losing the opportunity to continue to play is really, really hard. So this is just creating more and more and love for the sport and community appreciation. So thank you so much for coming in. Viewers, if you'd like to learn more about this team, you can visit probuffalosoccer.com or their youth academy program by visiting buffalostallions.org. And you can also connect with Kevin and Jeff directly to ask them any questions about the team. Their emails are right there.